Hello everybody, welcome to Rita's Way. We are making some beef empanadas today, and as you can see me rolling up my sleeve is gonna be very fun. So these ones are gonna have potatoes and also cheese. It's gonna be a great idea now that we're walking into the holiday season. You know, you usually start looking for recipes to make for the family events, friends gathering, and whatnot. Also, football season as well. So this is gonna be a really fun video because we're gonna make the dough from scratch. Now, if you want, you can skip this. It's totally up to you. You can buy the already made discs and whatnot at the supermarket, but I prefer making my dough at home. Now, if you guys are ready, without any further ado, let's get started. Our first step, we're gonna stiff the flour. Put those 4 cups there, and it is going to help to break any lumps in the flour, but it also makes it easier to mix it up with the other ingredients that we're gonna add to it. So just stiff the flour. It makes it lighter and fluffy too. You definitely will want a fluffy dough for your empanadas. So I did say that this will be fun, right? You heard me at the start. Yeah, okay, so by fun I obviously meant messy. The messier the better. You are making dough. It takes patience, but don't believe what you're gonna hear, like, oh no, you're gonna make dough, you have to be neat. That's a lie. You're gonna go in there, add your ingredients, and get to doughing, because you will always have to trust the process. Once you give it a really good amount of doughing and stretching, there you go. Now cover it up. Next step, I'm gonna be honest with you, with the potatoes, you don't have to dice them evenly. Just go ahead and cut them as small as you want, get them real good, and just boil them for 15 minutes. Let's go. So my little trick with the ground beef is that I don't season it before I drain my fat. It's something I do. That's my choice, my preference. I just get a strainer, get the fat out, and then we start seasoning, because I'm not gonna season that and then having to strain it later. No. We're gonna get it all good, no pink spot, and that's when you're gonna start with your seasonings, because for me it has worked wonders. I personally am the kind of person that if I leave the fat in my ground beef, I do tend to get sick. So when I was younger, I was not able to enjoy it as much as I do now. So that is my little tip and trick. If it works for you, do let me know. But let's go with the seasonings, because I'm excited to show you how this turns out. Alright, I hope you guys are ready. It's dough time. You cut that in quarters. That way you don't get overwhelmed with how much just stretching is gonna last. Also, it helps a lot with having an idea of how many discs you get with each quarter. And whatever small amount of dough that you do not use in each one of them, you can just mix it up together or put them together to make a bigger amount, and you can stretch it out again and get more discs out of it. I do not have a disc cutter or anything like that. Just like you see, I use a lid. It works for me. If it works for you, go for it, because with the handle that it has, it's making me so able to just shake it up as a little as I need for the disc to come out, and it just works wonderfully. If you want a disc cutter, go ahead, but I did make 16 with the lid, just FYI. Now, with filling up the disc to make your empanadas, a little word of advice: do not do this with an empty stomach. You want the filling to go in the dough, not in your stomach. Also, I almost forgot the cheese, but I did not. I got my cheddar and mozzarella cheese blend, and it's gonna be amazing. It gives you the color, it gives you the stretchiness that you want, and just be patient with yourself when you're about to close the empanadas. Please make sure that you press good. You don't want your empanadas to open up after they start frying. It did happen to me. You're gonna see it in a few seconds either way, but make sure, don't rush. Nobody's rushing you, hopefully not, but as soon as you get a hold of it, you go super fast and super quick. Be proud of your work. It does take a lot of time, well, honestly, depending on how many you make. I made 16, and I had to have a lot of time to process it and be happy with what I did. I'm gonna give you a fun fact right here. Because of these babies, I think I have a new scar. So make sure you are very careful with hot oil, but at the same time making sure it's hot enough to be able to put your empanadas in. They do not take that long, about 5 minutes tops. Do flip it if you don't have enough oil to cover them entirely. Be extra careful when taking them out, because also the oil might drip. It happened with me. I put an empanada in, it kind of splashed a little bit and it got my arm. But look at that. It is so gorgeously looking. That was so worth it, but I do hope you guys don't burn yourself. Please look at this stretch. Hold on. Oh yeah, so worth it. Yep. And of course, we have come to the last part of the video. You guys are used to seeing me talk, not on voiceover, but just regularly, 1v1 with you guys. But I just wanted to show you how my reaction was. Look at that. That is not fake at all. It was so good. I still remember that. So sorry for the audio issue, but thank you guys so much for watching.